USA Hockey presents Checking the Right Way for Youth Hockey. Part 3 off-ice training is taken from USA Hockey's Checking Skills Workshop. This program is designed as an off-ice practice session to teach body contact and checking techniques. Players should wear full equipment excluding skates for this series of drills. The practice consists of 5 segments: a warm-up, balance and power, body checking techniques, techniques on receiving a hit, and several competitive drills. The first segment begins with a proper warm-up. It's important that the warm-up include exercises to correctly prepare the shoulder joints. We begin the balance and power segment by demonstrating the benefit of a solid, ready position stance with knees bent, head and chest up. Review this solid stance position with players as it forms the foundation of the exercises that follow. The thrust of war drill demonstrates the proper contact points on the body as well as the use of the lower body for balance and power. The next drill shows players the proper contact points for the front check and teaches the use of the legs to generate power against resistance by an opponent. As we move into the checking technique section, it is important for coaches to remind their players that this is a learning situation and that they should never use more force in the drills than their partner is willing to receive. This first drill demonstrates the basic front check technique and is outlined in the accompanying text. The side check is the most common check utilized in hockey. The bump drill is the first in a series to teach this skill effectively. power bump drill adds timing to the basic side check. Players must work together to use only the appropriate level of force when making contact. The hit the wall drill incorporates body rotation into the checking skill. Remind players to start with a low-level impact, as the wall can be much harder than one might think. Pinning is a technique that is still acceptable under the current rule enforcement standard, provided it is done correctly. Understanding how to correctly receive a check is more important than the ability to deliver a check. Take time to review the text thoroughly. The push-free technique enables the receiving player to escape from a checking opponent. Rather than stay passive, the offensive check or strike first technique can be employed to fend off a checking opponent. The roll-off technique can be utilized to avoid a potential check, reduce a check's impact, and escape from a checking opponent. The final segment of the practice session includes several competitive drills that place players in a more reactive situation. This drill is similar to the previous side check reaction drill, but allows the players to practice their technique from a different angle. The prison breakout drill can be done with more players than illustrated. Coaches should encourage their kids to challenge players of similar size. This last drill requires players to use additional timing and anticipation skills when they initiate a check. USA Hockey has additional materials available for coaches for teaching body contact and checking skills. The Skills and Drills DVD is our most extensive resource available, with over 80 individual drills and technique videos demonstrating checking the right way for youth hockey.